Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to take a look at Rundle Park. If you're new to my channel, my name is Martin. I'll be your host for this episode of the Martin Blair Project. If you are a returning viewer, I welcome you back. Today we're going to take a look at Rundle Park. It's a large park here in the northeast section of Edmonton. It's a municipal park, and we are going to take a look and explore a little bit of it. It's been here for a long time, and it covers a large area of this section of the city. So come along with me. We will take a little stroll and take a look at Rundle Park. We're going to take a little drive here and make our way to another area. There is a golf course. There's a recreation center with a swimming pool. It's quite a nice park, actually. But there are some interesting facts about it that many people don't know. So let's go take a look and see what we can see. First, let's check out the Rundle Park golf course. Do I have any golfers on my channel? When I used to work for a construction company, we did some work here on the greens and did a lot of work here with paving the parking area here. There's some folks getting ready to go golfing. Well, let's park up here so we can get a better look. Here is the clubhouse. There's some folks coming down now after having a drink or two. It is a beautiful day today, but we'll get a little bit closer. Here's a nice sign. Welcome to Rundle. This is just some of the rules and obligations of folks playing golf here. But as you can see, the folks over there. And over here, we've got some carts for rent. So you can rent carts and you can rent all the different accessories that you might need if you're going to go play a round or two. So that's quite a nice atmosphere here. And like I say, this is the clubhouse. Now I have wrote down a few notes just to keep everything straight, but I just wanted to cover a couple things here before we move on to the next area here of the park. As I mentioned before, Rundle Park is a municipal park in Edmonton, Canada, and a major park in the North Saskatchewan River Valley Parks system. The park overlooks the North Saskatchewan River, and there is a pedestrian bridge that connects Gold Bar Park and Rundle Park together. The park features paved paths, as you saw when we drove in, sports amenities such as here the golf course, and numerous ponds. We'll see if we can take a look at some of the ponds that are here as well. Now here's something that a lot of people might not know. We can touch on this. The town of Beverly amalgamated with Edmonton in 1961, and portions of Rundle Park were formerly the town of Beverly's garbage dump. You heard it, folks. This area with all your hills and valleys used to be a garbage dump. So that was many years ago, and a lot of people nowadays don't know that. But this was built partially over a garbage dump. So that's quite interesting. Over to my right over there, you can't see it, but way off in the distance is a train tracks. So we've got the trains going by there as well. But we will take a little look, and I'll take you around here a little further. We should go take a look at those Canadian geese over there. An interesting thing is this ground that we're walking on looks like asphalt. It's actually rubberized. So it is a rubberized walking surface, so that's quite nice. You'd never know by looking at it. And as you can see, number 1 tee is to the left and number 10 tee is to the right. We'll take a little stroll down here. As you can see, the dark colored path is fairly new, a couple of years, and the lighter path here is much older. But there's some folks playing golf right now. And yes, it is a beautiful park. In the city of Edmonton, province of Alberta, Canada. Good job. And there, as you can see, are a lot of Canada geese here. I'll zoom in a little bit. You can see them just having a bit of a rest and enjoying the day. Oh yeah. And off those gentlemen go. As you can see, there are some high-rise, well, not high-rises, but there's some apartment buildings over there. So if you live in the area, it's pretty close for you to go play some golf. But we're gonna go take a little drive and go see some other areas of Rundle Park. So I might do a series on the different parks here in the Edmonton area. And if you like that kind of content, please leave a comment, maybe like, subscribe if you want to, and give us a thumbs up. Let's continue on our way. And as I walk back to my vehicle, I'll just pan across the area here. And you can see just how lovely this area of the park is. But we'll take a walk back to the car. Now we're going to continue on our way. And we're going to go over to the ACT Aquatic and Recreation Center. Right straight ahead. They've got tennis courts here. And I remember a few years ago, probably 2017 or 2018, my son and I came down here and we found this large tire. It might have been 500 or 600 pounds or more. And we decided to try and flip it. We were able to a few times, but it was heavy. But then I came back a couple of years later and the tire was gone, so. But we will continue with our drive. See what else we can see. There are a lot of oil refineries or holding tanks around here as well. Quite interesting. We're gonna go down here first before we go to the water aquatic park and see what we can see here. This is where at one time we found the tire, but I see they have the tennis courts here, so let's go take a look, see if anybody is playing tennis. Well, here are some tennis courts. Nothing going on right now. I mean, it is a weekday, but you'd think that there would be some people down here that aren't working or that are visiting our city, but nothing right now. As I did mention, it is a beautiful day. I do think this park is underutilized, unfortunately. But I do know that further down, where we're going to go here momentarily, they do have a lot of functions and events there. And one of my employers from many years ago did have an employee appreciation event with all the families of the of employees came down. They had a barbecue. They had probably 200 to 300 people down there, and I was one of the speakers because I guess I have a loud voice, who kind of got folks' attention when announcements needed to be made or when the owner and management was going to speak. Here is a nice drinking fountain. City of Edmonton Parks and Recreation. I don't know if it is working just yet. Let's see. There's water there, that's great. Do we have any water here? Wow, we look at that. It works. I see over there is a nice building with washrooms. Let's go take a look and see if that is available. I know I was at a different park the other day and it was closed. Washrooms were closed for the season still. Well, fortunately, the washrooms are available. Open and available. If you can see off in the distance, got those big oil tankers over there. We've got City of Edmonton workers. And over here, we have a baseball diamond. Let's go take a look at that. If you listen carefully, you can almost hear the crack of the bat as it hits the ball. And the team players run for a home run. There's somebody walking their dog. I'm sitting here on the bleachers, watching the imaginary game. Come and join me. Spend the day. I'll buy the beer. Now we'll make our way to another area of Rundle Park. That fella looks like he's lonely. Or maybe it's a she. I'm not going to get close enough to look. If you look straight ahead, you'll see the refinery that's down in this area as well. But the air quality is still good. No issues with that. Now we're arriving at the ACT Aquatic and Recreation Center. I have swam in here before. We'll see if we can shoot some video inside, but I cannot guarantee it. Because if there's people in there, I can't really do that. So if you do come down here, if you are in the Edmonton area or visiting Edmonton, come on down here and there's lots of parking. Lots of parking down here. As you can see. And there's families and houses just over there. So close. So close to the park that they probably take it for granted. But let's take a little walk and see if we can see anything inside. So I'm just going to go through the front doors and check out what's going on in there. So I was just talking to the lady at the front and she said that there is a viewing area. It is a beautiful facility here. I don't want to show too much or show anybody, but there is a nice viewing area, a real nice pool. And they have a gymnasium here as well where you can play pickleball and other activities. Very nice. So I'm just sitting here taking the load off and showing the pool. Very nice area here. So once again, if you are in the Edmonton area, come on down. Use a pool, they've got lockers, change rooms, and all that good stuff. And here's some posters on water safety, swimming, avoiding slips and falls around swimming pools, and all kinds of information. A lot of you folks in my viewers, do you folks swim? Do you like the water? What's going on at ACT? And then we've got folks playing pickleball and other activities, ping pong and all kinds of things. Places where you can get food as well. And as we leave here and head to another area, just thought I would show you this poster of the amenities and things to do. And in the event of an emergency of any kind, you've got your emergency marshalling area, or what some people call a muster point. Let's hope we don't have to evacuate anytime soon. Here's another area down here. They've got some playground activities, slides and swings and such. And the river is in that direction. Let's take a little walk. See if we can show you the river. Once again, folks, I hope you are enjoying my little tour here of Rundle Park and all the things they have here. It says there's a drowning hazard, but there's no water in here right now. So this must be, well, obviously it is, one of the pools or ponds that I mentioned earlier. I would imagine probably after the May long weekend, they might fill this thing up with water. Here's a picnic site, number 5, that you can book if you need to. I'm gonna ask this guy if I can, if he stops, but he's not stopping. I was just gonna ask him if he can get to the river from here. Let's ask him. Hey, can you get to the river from here? Is the river down there? Can I just walk down to the edge and look at it? Yeah. Okay, I'm just doing a little video. Oh, nice. So, beautiful park here. Oh, it's it looks like it's a little underutilized right now, but it's a weekday, I guess, too, right? So, yeah. I'll walk down there to take a look. Thank you.
But we are glad you're here.
Oh yeah, I'm enjoying my day. Right. Thank you so much. Nice people, yeah. Just they work for the city. So we'll see if we can go down to the river. And I'll show you. It is a beautiful river. Unfortunately, it is a mud bottom, sandy bottom, not a rock bottom. So the color of the water is more brown, where a lot of the rivers in other parts of Canada and Alberta, such as in British Columbia or even Calgary, it's a rock bottom. So the water is more bluish. But let's go over there and take a look. Looks like we've got somebody doing a little jogging down here somewhere as well. But we'll take a look and see what they have down here. This must be another one of those ponds, because it doesn't look like a river to me here. Looks kind of dried up, but I think it's past this area here. Oh yeah, there's a sign here, so it's obviously another pond. But we will go a little further past that. Oh yeah, I can see the river from here on the other side of the pond. So right now I am in the pond, which I am assuming will be filled with water sometime soon. And it will be a big pond. But we'll continue straight ahead. Now I'm just on the other side of the pond, and I come across a paved walking or jogging trail. Quite interesting. You know, I've lived here 40 years, And even I haven't taken advantage of this and didn't know that a lot of this was here. That's the pond I just came from. Off there in the distance is the picnic site number 5. But we are going to go to the river. So there you have it, folks. The mighty North Saskatchewan River. Let's take a little walk down here. Make sure I don't slip and fall, because I will go for a swim. But there she is. This is a nice quiet part of the river. The mighty North Saskatchewan. Tiny, tiny little part of it. Well, I just talked to the lady who works for the city behind me, and she said there will be water in these beautiful ponds next week. So maybe I'll have to come back. She said that there are 7 ponds altogether. So that's amazing. So we will have to come back and take a look when the water's here. So I would imagine it'll take a couple days, because they'll have to have big trucks, I would imagine, pumping water into these parks, so, or into these ponds. So that'll be great. And then behind me, if you can see, there's the some tennis courts, or whatever or I guess not tennis, but I guess volleyball. Looks like volleyball nets. We'll walk over there, take a closer look. Yeah, volleyball, I meant to say. They got the sand there. Get the sand in between your toes. They got, looks like two volleyball areas here. And as you can see a little further over there, they got paddling center where you can rent kayaks and maybe a canoe. And I would imagine that's either to be used in the ponds, probably the ponds. I can't see them using it on the river, but who knows? Also, the lady said that it was packed here yesterday, Sunday. That's why she was cleaning up the area, because people lose or drop their garbage and whatnot. This is an area for families to come, and this is all part of the park. I still think it's underutilized. But she also said that the area right over there by the red roofed picnic area, in the wintertime, they have it as a skating path. Wow, who knew? Like you say, got beautiful blue sky. There's a guy with a water truck right there, making his way. It's all over the place. So quite nice. And there he goes. Yeah, it is unfortunate that people put their garbage on the ground rather than in the garbage cans. But then again, I guess it keeps city workers employed. Here is another view of this pond from the other area, and it is a large area which will hold a fairly significant body of water. It will be nice. What a beautiful sky. And as I come over the hill, we come to the parking lot. And we call it a day. Well, folks, let me know in the comments. Would you like me to do more videos showcasing our river valley system, showing you some parks and some of the beautiful areas of Edmonton? There's so many parks here that I could show you. Horlock Park, Dawson Park, Capilano Park, Gold Bar Park, and so many others. Once again, let me know. Is that something you'd like to see? Okay, folks, I'm going to wrap up the video here. Let me know in the comment section if you'd like to see more. I do appreciate you viewing, and I do appreciate the folks who've come back and who have not unsubscribed. But we are going to enjoy the rest of our day. But I will see you in the next video. Bye now. God bless.